Eternal here, people. We just got something back from Drake. It's cute. It's cute because first of all, his dumb ass don't realize that he spells everything wrong. So Amanda just got a text from him not even a few seconds ago, right? So check this out. He knows I'm doing this video. I feel so special. And also, he knows that they're in the party getting ready to do the second, bunch of videos. This is part 3. Crystal's going to talk to us in a minute about, what she went through with Drake and stuff. All right? All this could have been avoided in the name of him telling the truth. If he would have told the truth, we wouldn't even be doing this. We'd probably be playing Halo right now or some shit. I don't know. But check this out. Go ahead, Amanda. Let us know about the message you just got.
Okay, so, I am Drake's former girlfriend, somebody that was with him for almost 3 months. I think we're going on 4 months soon. I just got a text from him after not speaking to him for a multiple amount of weeks, actually, now. I haven't had him text me because I have threatened him myself because I've been stalked relentlessly by him. So this is a text that I just received from him. This is Drisk's mother. I think he meant to spell Drake. So it's not enough that my son shot himself. You need to have your friend Lust the Eternal slander his name in a YouTube video. You do know we could take you to court, right? So I'm going to be nice and ask you how you want to handle, spelled incorrectly, this. We would like to get through this without going to court, but we are not going to see our son's name slandered. What's the matter with you?
Okay, so everyone check this out. Yes, you can do this or whatever, go to jail, whatever, but check this out. This dude right here has threatened a 12-year-old girl, which honestly, his mother, who honestly is him and trying to, hide the factor, because apparently also during Amanda and Drake's relationship, he would periodically pretend to be his sister. Isn't that cute?
What?
He would pretend to be his sister calling her. Come on,
on multiple occasions. I've had that happen to me.
I think she get her crystal.
That's creepy.
So.
Oh, I know.
So, I mean, this dude has no credibility. Am I afraid? Of what? This dude can't even spell through.
At this point, I don't think any threats or, anything he sends any of us that's even remotely,
what is the main
conniving from him, you should just ignore, because he hasn't told me the truth. I don't even think his name is Drake, so.
One of the main reasons, here, let me step in real quick, he backs down every time one of our parents came into view. Like one time that happened, well, he was continuously throwing the threats at me, which you should see in another video. Max advised for me to, threaten to tell my father about these texts that he was sending me, about how he was gonna hunt me down. So once I told him that I was threatening to give the phone to my father and have him see the messages, he shut right up and he just left me alone. The same thing happened with Amanda, but I think it would be better for her to give that off later.
We're gonna get that as soon as possible. As soon as we hear from Crystal, we're gonna get that video up. All right, first I'm gonna upload the first 2, also, so you can see Jade's testimony about this whole situation. But check this out. This guy here. Once you hear Amanda's stuff, I swear to God, you're gonna pee on yourself because it's funny. So check this out. All right, so without further ado, we're going to hear from Crystal. All right? Go ahead, Crystal.
Oh my gosh, hold on. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, well, I've known him and Rose both for a couple months before I left for personal issues and threats. What happened was, apparently, my boyfriend also talked to them, but let's just say, I don't think he wants his name on this, but I will say on his behalf that Drake told him that him and Rose were sister and brother, and she was not pregnant. And then the next time that he, I guess, slaughtered him in an assassination match, then he tried to say that him and Rose were together and had a baby. It's weird. And apart from that, mine was not mainly as, well, he didn't have my phone number or anything like Jade, or I guess Amanda, because I was not his ex, but it was mainly stuff about, like, houses and stuff like that, like what kind of house they lived in, what kind of cars they had, and then him being full-blown Irish, 7 foot, whatever, 400-some pounds, I guess, and 0 body fat, like, it just says that.
First of all, let me get into that also. Any weightlifter knows any weightlifter knows, your body fat increases with your muscle. That's how you
And
can
more
tell.
importantly, you need the body fat.
And
as
you
well.
need the
That's
body
what's
fat too.
fuel.
Great point, Jade. Check this out. This dude doesn't know anything about the human body because he didn't even graduate high school. So I mean, he probably fell asleep in bottom shoot.
Properly spell his own name.
Couldn't
so
even-
I don't think
he spelled-
anatomical knowledge was really.
What I'm thinking about that name. Good point, Amanda. What I'm thinking about that name is the fact of the matter is he's not sitting there trying to say, he's not trying to spell his name. He made a new name. Because remember, what I told you before in the videos before, his name's not really Drake. Isn't this cute? Go ahead, Crystal.
Okay. And I guess it had mainly to do with Rose in this because if anybody on Xbox knows, there's this app called Photo Party. And your little avatar's on there and you could share photos back and forth. Well, I was showing her my dog and they wanted to know what I looked up to some, so I showed them a picture of me because I had nothing to hide. Well, of course it was nothing with Drake. He didn't want to take any pictures, which was weird. But supposedly there was all these houses and all this decorating stuff, and then she was like, oh yeah, that's my house and stuff, but supposedly they lived out in the country, like in a cabin, but then yet they showed me mansions and Lamborghinis and stuff, and I've seen these pictures on Google. You just Google it. I think the first couple pictures
He
that
showed
pop
you a
up.
picture of a Lamborghini. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
of the
he
orange
owns
one.
cheap at this point.
Yeah,
Because his
the orange
original
Lamborghini.
GTO broke down because he had a classic car.
Wait, Amanda, we gonna get to yours. You spoiling it, man. You spoiling it.
I'm sorry.
Shame on you.
I'll actually be right back.
Get too excited.
So this is
All
really
right.
good.
Go ahead, Crystal.
Okay, and Rose, she showed me a picture of herself. It was a pretty blonde-haired girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, oh, that's you? And she's like, yes. Yes, Jade was there. Actually, you were in the party. Okay, and it was her, supposedly. Okay, and the next couple of days, we did photo party again, and I showed her a little bit more of my stuff. Again, nothing to hide. And then she showed me this girl, and she's all like, rawr. And I'm like, who is that? It's like this girl, like auburn hair, and she's like in lingerie or something. Again, okay, let me just say, there's a little photography, you know how they have like the author or whatever who photographed it in the corner. Again, something that you can Google, and it was right there. Anyways, I didn't say anything. I'm just like, oh, okay. She showed me that. I'm like, is that you? And she's like, yeah, that other girl was my best friend. And I'm like, okay, weird. And then supposedly she was pregnant. Now, when I started having doubts about them, I just stopped hanging around with them because me, drama, no, I don't like drama. And so I left. And I started getting, I had Rose's email address, and of course Drake knew my gamer tag. So I was getting threats on both my email and my gamer tag, and through messages, saying that he was going to come find me or something, and why did I do this to him? Why did I do this to him and Rose? Like, they trusted me, and all of this crap. And then later, I found out that she died. But then they were sister and brother later. And then, of course, this wasn't him. And then her brother came up into it or something, and he tried to lie. And then, I also had proof that that picture that she showed me with the blonde hair, I told her brother, I'm like, well, does she have blonde hair or something? And then he's all like, yeah. And I'm like, you're a liar because she even told me that wasn't her.
There you go.
The whole family's a liar. I brought it up to him. I think it was, what's his name? I don't know what's his name. He never told me his name. So it was like,
His name is Noah.
His name's not Noah. His name's actually Arthur.
Arthur.
What the heck?
There's two of them.
Yeah.
But
Noah is the older brother, and Arthur is the younger brother.
Go ahead.
they did tell me about an older brother, but then they never told me about another brother, supposedly. Anyway, the War Bring Death
No,
is the
go
one
ahead.
who told me. Alright, the War Bring Death is the one who told me about her. And I'm like, oh, did she happen to have blonde hair and blue eyes? And I just described this one picture that I knew wasn't her. And
Okay.
he's like, oh, yeah, that was her. Yeah, she died and everything. I'm like, well, you're an idiot. You're wrong. She even told me that wasn't her.
Okay, check this
And
out.
then he's like, backtrack like crazy.
All right, check this out. Now, Crystal has shared her testimony and everything, all right? So, check this out. Noah, what he didn't know, Rose didn't die because me, Jade, and Amanda were all there.
Oh my god.
when he made
Rose is dead.
when he made up that bullshit.
That is rich.
Yeah, when he made up that bullshit lie, we were there. We have the proof. All right, so check this out.
But we also don't know if what Drake told us was even remotely true. We don't even know if there is a Rose, to be honest. It could just be Noah and them playing vocal games over the mic.
Also,
I don't believe anything at this point.
also a factor.
True.
So check this out. Rose might be real, might not be real, but apparently she was supposed to be going to jail
I
for the warrants.
highly advocate that that is true. I have no idea whether Rose ever existed.
Exactly.
True of that.
Exactly. Go ahead. Go ahead,
I
Jade.
know when I was getting ready for school, I woke up at around 4, and I got an Xbox to see if anyone was on. I was friends with Arthur, the supposed younger brother of the trio, and pretty much there was like a 13-year-old kid behind there.
That boy fakes to be so much and stuff, alright? But check this out, check this out. Rose is either alive or Drake has done something that he is about to go to jail for, alright? So check this out.
He most likely made up that entire scheme just to
Yeah.
get attention from everybody.
Exactly.
Which he did often, so.
But if he really did something, then
You know, we're at the point where we're debating right now
You
what's going
honestly
on or
think
whatever.
that if they had a legitimate divorce and he had to go through court issues and all these police events, and if he had a child, and he'd be sitting on Xbox 24/7 on a daily basis telling everybody about it?
Exactly.
That's actually realistic.
Alright, so check this
Well,
out.
when I heard whatever, Amanda, you were supposedly with him for a couple months. Supposedly, supposedly, I don't know, Drake and Rose, like, got a divorce. They had the kid, like, she had the kid or whatever. But just like a month later, you were with them. Weird.
I was told that he left her, I'm not sure, probably around 3 months ago, and that John was almost a year old. So.
Well, when I found him a couple months ago, supposedly she was still pregnant. And let me just tell you, it was not a year. It was like a good, I don't know, 5 or 6 months ago, maybe. Like that she was still pregnant.
That is awesome. No, that was good. That was good. That was good. That was like freaking amazing. Because that just proved everything in a big time gap. Because Amanda came in no more than like 4 months out, like no more than 2 months after Rose and Drake broke up. So apparently he was already talking about John and stuff, but then Jade, remember, we didn't get on for a while.
Amanda,
Yeah.
I just realized something.
We're still recording.
That's the only guy in this party.
Surrounded by females right now.
Very funny people. Very
Is
funny.
Abby talking? Because I still have her mic muted.
No. Okay, so check this out. We're going to come right back, people, alright? I'm going to make another video in about 2 seconds, alright? So stay tuned.